Yes, it is spring break. Can you hear it? Sounds like crying. It's actually laughing. So, I wanted to come and talk to you guys about something that one of my friends / frontline had me thinking about just now. That is a real thing that you might not realize is a thing, but makes perfect sense like when you think about it. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can get her in here. I sound like a herd of elephants down there. Okay, so it is Wednesday, okay? Middle of spring break for us. That means my kids have been here. I've been on the struggle bus. Still been getting a lot of stuff done though, which is really exciting. Posting sneak peeks. And we got on a topic in my frontline chat today about the slow months, like what those could mean, why they happen. And it could be a lot of reasons why that happens, right? It could be the time of year. I know that a lot of people will swear that J months are horrendous. For me, I always kind of make it a mission to make that not true for myself, because I don't like to fit in any kind of box. So if it's a J month, then I try to make it my best month ever. Just who I am fundamentally as a person. I have to beat odds if I can help it. But it had me thinking about different reasons why you could have slow months. Like say some months, you post a couple times and you're just flooded with orders, right? And then the next month you could be doing all of the same things and not get any return on those. And it kind of had me thinking, like, when people tell me that that is happening, the first question that I ask in my head is, okay, are they posting? Are they showing up? Are they doing their follow-ups? Are they doing their check-ins? Okay. So that's the first layer of importance. Or are you doing the fundamental things to push PRV? Because if you're not talking to people, or if you are handing out samples or handing out Happy Mail, but then you're not turning around and following up with those people to see how they liked it, you're doing yourself a disservice, okay? So following up, checking on people, because you've heard it time and time and time and time again. I know from me, I know from Missy, I know from Amy, from all of us, that if someone has a warmer, they're going to need wax over and over and over and over again, okay? So if you're following up, you should always have repeat orders. But that brings me to number 2, okay? Follow up orders from your customer base, yes. However, if you are going to the same 6 people every single month and expecting those same people to help you reach your goals, then you're doing it wrong. Because those same people, they might not need stuff every month. And then you don't have any backup plan as to what you're going to do if you message them and you're like, hey, do you need more wax? And they're like, no, not this month. Or I normally place my club order for 100 PRV, but this month I have to get new tires in my car, so I can't do that. So they can't place that club order, and maybe they skip that month, and then that's 100 PRV that you don't know where it's going to come from, you know? Now they're playing with the dogs. Her laugh is just the best laugh. Anyway, so I got off my thought train. But so you lose that PRV and you don't really know where it came from, right? Because if you are relying on the same 6 people every month to keep your PRV up, that's not good, okay? Because you never know what's going to happen. So that's my next question. That's the next layer of PRV building. that I look at if somebody is having trouble. Like, I want to know if you're showing up, okay? Are you showing up in your business? Are you posting? Are you messaging? Are you doing your follow-ups? Are you doing your mail? Are you doing those things, okay? That I know work because it's what works for me, okay? So if you're doing those things, then the next thing is, who are your customers? Who are your customers? Who are you following up to? So today I asked, do you have the same people who buy from you every month? And she's like, more or less, yeah. Okay. So then that tells me that we need to build, okay? We need to build more customers. We need to grow your circle. We need to push your circle bigger so that you have more opportunities for sales, right? And I think what's kind of happened for me is that I started with my core people, right? And those customers are still my customers, but I've built outside of that. So then you start with those people, you're 5, okay? Some people say make a list of 100, but if you're just starting, start with 5. That's what I did. When I started, I had my mom, I had my sister, I had friends that I knew used it that I thought would be interested in being my customer. So then those people host parties, okay? Go to them, explain from an emotional standpoint, okay? This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I need. Would you do this for me? Okay, so if those core people start having parties, they're going to invite their friends, okay? And then when they bring in that bunch of people who like Scentsy and who like the products already, that is a whole new school. Sorry, I got a notification. That is a whole new group of people who could be potential customers to you, okay? So those are the people that you want to love on next. So you always have your core people that are just your ride or die folks. And then you're going to build it out a little further. And so as you start developing those relationships, because this is a relationship business, that's what it's all about, you start doing things for those people, and then they grow loyalty to you. Now, it's not going to be every single one, but that's okay. You know, quality over quantity that's just it for me. Okay. So you have your next group, and then what are we going to do with those ones? It's like, okay, do you guys want to host a party? Do you want to do this with me? Like, this is what I'm trying to do. And it doesn't always have to be parties. It could just be plain referrals. I do that all the time. Like, I'll put on a flyer in my mail and say, hey, I'm looking to grow my customer base. You have friends that you know who love Scentsy. Send them my way, and any order that they place gets you blah, 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 blah for free. And so then that way they are incentivized, kind of, plus they'll do it anyway because they're loyal to me now, they're my friends, and they will send their people to me because they know that I'm going to take care of them, okay? They don't have to worry about that, and also they're going to get something for free. So then you have your growing third level of people that came from your core group. So you have this group that sends you this group that sends you this group, and you keep doing that, okay? So that if next month your core group is over Scentsied, they don't need any more that month. Maybe they can't do anything else that month. Maybe they're strapped. Maybe they're broke. Like, you don't know what their situation is to expect them to order every single month. A lot of mine do, and a lot of yours will too, but you need to do this as a backup plan. Like, this is your backup plan in case it gets to that point, right? So if you look and you are normally a 2,000 PRV every single month, and now you're struggling to hit 1,000, and you're like, I'm doing all the same things, like, I don't know what's wrong. Sometimes you can offer things that will still, you know, and that's what LTOs are good about. Like say for instance, someone really doesn't need any more wax. Like, they really don't need that, but they love Scentsy Fresh, okay? And they're stocked up on Scentsy Fresh, but then Scentsy drops all summer limited edition Scentsy Fresh scents, and they're like, I don't really need any more, but this sounds amazing. So I think I'm going to do that. And then you get a potential sell from that. But you can't expect LTOs to be your bread and butter, because that's not what it's meant for. Like, I've heard it described this way, that your sales are your ice cream, okay? That's your ice cream, and the LTOs are the sprinkles. Anything extra, nobody was planning for that flash sale. Nobody was expecting that. I wasn't expecting that kind of PRV from a flash sale. I didn't even know a flash sale was coming. So for me to have so much PRV pulled in from that is amazing, because that was sprinkles, okay? My normal PRV, my normal Scentsy clubs. And while I'm talking about Scentsy clubs, that's why those are important, because that is recurring PRV that I don't have to do anything for. That's people who smelled Cozy Cardigan and fell in love with it and put it in their car on the way to the vacation home in Florida and just loved it. And then now they don't ever want to lose it, and they're scared it's not going to come back. So they put that in their club for them. And I will send them mail, and I appreciate those, because Scentsy Club is amazing. But that's just recurring PRV that I didn't have to hustle for. Like, I didn't have to go person to person and be like, hey, do you want this, this, and this? Because they wanted it, and they got it. You know what I mean? So Scentsy Club is nice that way. So that's good for PRV. It's huge. Another part, which I know a lot of you have started doing, and I've been doing these for a couple years now, and it's pretty amazing when you do them consistently and you do a good job every time. Because I started doing my mystery bags, and the first month was a flop, but I did it anyway, and I posted it, and so people were like, oh, those look kind of nice, like those look kind of cool. And then the next month I had like 2 people sign up, right? Like hardly nobody. And I still posted it. And then the next month I had a few more. And then that following, like February, I ended up with 18 bags. And that was huge, okay? Doing 18 to 30 bags, that's a big boost for PRV. And if you do them every month, people start to like build this expectation of what they can get. So even if they don't know what scent bars they're going to get, what products I'm going to put in there, what extras, they know no matter what, it's going to be fun. It's going to be well done. And I'm going to give them more than what they've paid for. You know what I mean? So those are super, 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 super important for my PRV every month. So I always try to do them. I'm working on those now. But if you guys ever need PRV ideas, just ask. Like, I don't have all the answers, but I've learned a lot in the time that I've been with Scentsy. So I'm willing to help you in any way that I can help you. Sometimes I get stuck and feel like I'm just like spouting off the same information, because I forget that this group is growing all the time. There's always new, excited, fresh water coming into the group. And that's exciting for me. But I also feel like in a lot of ways you guys have heard everything that I have to teach, but that's my mindset. Like, that's me stuff. So I need to get over that and do this more. So if you guys have questions, if you have things that you want to hear about, that you want me to talk about, that you want to learn about, or just information that you're like hungry for, comment it here and let me know, and I will try to cover that with my personal opinion, or I will find someone who's a master at that and have them come and talk to you guys too. But I love you guys. Think about the fundamentals, okay? Because that's the good stuff. Like, this company was built on parties. It was built on parties. And it's very easy to get like complacent and forget, especially with LTOs and distractions and stuff. Let Let's see. Yes, I have a Happy Mail video on I think that I'm going to start doing those too. I'm doing Happy Mail after I finish my bags. That's what I've been doing the last couple days. So I will touch on that next. I'll do Happy Mail next. Probably that only my family. Yeah, you have to grow outside of your family because I've seen it. But those people, just because they can't order from you every month doesn't mean that they're not your customers anymore. Like, you still love them. You still reach out to them first. Like, my family and my close friends, like, they hear from me first when stuff happens. Like, those are my VIP ride or die best customers, okay? But think about the months when they can't order. Being able to have another plan for PRV besides just those immediate people. But then also think, once you've built the second ring and the third ring and the fourth ring and just forever and ever, amen, okay? As you build those things, think about the months when all of those people all are ready for refills, okay? Boom. Boom. Like, think of November, October, like the crazy heavy hitter months, and imagine that you have 4 rings, 4+ levels of people. Like, that's what you want. You want to build, go from small to big, you know, and that's how you do it. Like, literally all you have to do is have this person introduce you to this person, and then just be really good to them. Word of mouth, y'all. That's all it is. But I love you guys. If you need anything else, and Rosie, thank you for the Happy Mail thing. If there's anything else, I need ideas for trainings, because a lot of times I start to feel lost, and I don't know what you guys need or want. So tell me, okay?